is the Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm about to do something momentous, Jack.
Okay.
I am about to eat my last stockpiled Carmen's porridge sachet. And you may be listening and going, hang on a minute, how can it be the last one? They're all over there in every supermarket, in every city in the land.
Yeah.
Well, not this one. A few years ago, I fell in love with a specific flavour of Carmen's porridge. Come in a little sachet, fill it up to the line with milk, 90 seconds in the microwave. It was called almond, coconut and chia, and my mouth ate it and I was in heaven.
That surprises me that you sort of stray just from everyday normal porridge, because I just feel like that's so perfect.
Correct. I agree. And normally I would never have a sachet. But this sachet was the stuff of God's. And I use the past tense there was because I went to buy another box of it years ago. And that was when I realised that it was, hurts me to say, discontinued.
Oh, no.
And I could not find it anywhere. And I have been rationing those sachets that I had. I think I had 2 or 3 boxes when I realised that they were discontinued. I'm down to my last one. Jack, I'm going to hand you the sachet now. I want you to turn it over and tell me the use by date.
Oh, Swan, best before the 25th of August 2022. If that's not Chrissie Swan coded, I don't know what is.
A desperate woman has to do desperate things, Jack.
So you've been eating. Have you noticed that they're past their best before
Absolutely
date?
not. Absolutely not. As delicious as the very first time I fell in love with it.
Why do you think they were discontinued?
Listen, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of soul searching about this. Why something so perfect could be discontinued? And this happens to me all the time. Anything I fall in love with gets discontinued. Maybe it happens to you too. 13 24 10, give us a call. Has something that you have absolutely fallen in love with and think that you can't live without suddenly and brutally is no longer available, gets discontinued, give us a call. On the line right now is the boss lady of Carmen's. She joins us, Carolyn Cresswell. Welcome.
Oh, I'm laughing so much, Chrissie. That's
Oh,
hysterical.
bully for you. Ha ha, you're not the one who now has to live without her favourite porridge. Carolyn, what are you doing to me?
Well, the thing with products in the supermarket, it's an evolution. So something out goes the old and in comes the fresh new flavours, things that people are looking for. I promise if you tried some of the newer flavours, maybe you would also fall in love with them as much as the 2-year-old rather sad sachet that is still probably floating in your handbag.
Carolyn, I need to tell you something about this porridge. It is the most perfect thing that I've ever eaten for breakfast, and I think that you should bring it back. And this is why. Presuming that it was launched, I don't know when it was launched. Can you remember what year? I mean, probably not.
About 6-7 years ago.
Right. See, people didn't know that they wanted chia then. Now they do.
True.
Bring it back.
Well, we do these limited editions. So at the moment we've got a sticky date pudding limited edition. Maybe I need to bring this one back as the Chrissie limited edition porridge sachet to, reinvigorate the porridge sachet community.
Carolyn, are there any lying around the warehouse that you could, give to a lady in desperation?
Let me go and have a hunt for you.
Carolyn,
I haven't quite had a lady in this much desperation before.
between you and me, Carolyn, it sounds like aside from Chrissie Swan, no one really vibed this flavour. Is that correct? Just say it. No one was buying it, right?
It's been a little while. And we've moved to a few newer different things. People these days want protein, or we're doing overnight bircher sachets, different things. Shelves aren't made of elastic, sadly.
She's a company gal.
There is an evolution.
I've not given up hope. Get your, intensive micro research people out there, because chia is full of protein. That's all I have to say to you, Carolyn Cresswell. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, I've tried to recreate it and I can't. Damn you, because the flavour is so good.
Well, Swanee, after speaking to Carolyn, I don't think you're ever going to have this in your hot little hands again, if I'm honest.
Don't.
I don't think Carolyn's all about evolving and evolution.
I can never open that last sachet.
No, we should probably frame it. Maybe we can put it in like a nice frame and put it on the wall in the office.
Yeah, and I'll put a little sign out saying, in case of emergency, smash.
13 24 10. What product or item has been discontinued that you're still sad about, like Swanee and her almond, coconut and chia porridge?
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Tell you what I'm not thrilled about. My favourite porridge. It's made by Carmen's. It comes in a box of like 10 sachets. It's been discontinued. It's been a while since it's been discontinued. I've known this day was coming. I'm down to my last sachet.
And I mean, I'm sort of glad you're down to your last sachet. I hate to sort of hit you when you're down.
That's a use by date thing, isn't it?
It's a use by date thing, Swanee. I don't want you eating things that are best before the 25th of August 2022. You're better than that. You're Chrissie Swan. You deserve porridge that's in date.
I'm so sad it's coming to an end. We did just catch up with Carolyn from Carmen's, who told me in no uncertain terms I was the only person who liked it and I won't be coming back. She didn't really. That was just the vibe I got, you know,
Yeah.
the vibe that was happening.
She said, use the word evolution a lot, which means it's not coming back.
No, it's not. We're not going back to apes, and this porridge is never going to be seen on our shelves again. 13 24 10, what has been discontinued that you loved so deeply and you miss every single day? Hello, Jamie.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
What do you miss with every fibre of your being?
Do you guys remember those M&M biscuit bars?
No.
Talk me through them.
It was a good day in primary school when you opened your lunchbox and there was one of those in there. It was like a biscuit base with the chocolate on top and then M&Ms and then more chocolate drizzled on top.
I do. And they had like the brown crust around the side.
Yes.
Oh, they were so yum, Jamie. I'd forgotten about
those. They
those.
were so good, yes. And now that I've got kids, I want them for my kids. Audi have tried their hand-edited version. They're just not the same.
Oh, no. I've just remembered I promised that I was going to discuss a scona. Do you remember sconers? Or maybe you're too young, Jamie and Jack.
No, what are they?
No.
It was an amazing ice cream, like just on a stick that you bought, from the milk bar. It was called a scona, and it was apricot and something else. It was perfection. And I miss it every day. I really do. Thanks for your call, Jamie.
Jamie, we're going to send you a Baker's Delight voucher. Let's go to Linda on 13 24 10. What product or item has been discontinued that you're still sad about?
I'm still devo that I can't get a Sunny Boy.
Was the Sunny Boy the orange one, or was that just sort of like an umbrella term for all of those triangular icy poles?
The orange was the OG, I think, and then they came out with the raspberry,
Yes.
the glug, the cola.
Glug. Oh, my God. And do you remember, I've asked many people this, and people look at me like, are you crazy? This didn't happen. Sometimes like you'd be at the pool or something on a very hot day with your friends and you'd already gone up to that little shop they have there and got some hot chips or whatever and a Sunny Boy. And then you got back and you tore it open with your teeth because nobody ever brought scissors to the public pool. And then you pop it up and the first thing you do is you pull out the whole icy pole triangle and you check if there's yellow writing inside. And the yellow writing meant it was called a free, and it meant that you could take it back to, Norma, who ran the kiosk, and get a free one. Do you remember frees, Linda?
Oh, was there a better day in your life ever that you got a free?
The yellow writing. I don't even know what the yellow writing said. Did it say you've got a free or whatever?
I can't remember either, and I never got one, much to my, devastating disappointment.
I got them
but a friend
quite
got
regularly. One. Yeah, I got them quite regularly. I just must be kissed on the Sunny Boy.
Yeah. I can't believe, Swanee, I'm just reading here. We haven't had Sunny Boy since 2016, 9 years.
Oh, it's been a long 9 years in the wilderness, Linda. I hear you.
Baker's Delight voucher for you, Linda. Let's finish with Kelly, Swanee.
Kel, what do you miss because it's been discontinued?
Hi, Chrissie. I missed fantails.
Me too, Kel.
Really?
What?
Terribly.
Yes.
Terribly.
I still don't understand why, out of all the lollies, why that one?
I know. I heard that they needed to do some work on one of the machines, and it was going to cost so much money, and it wasn't worth it for the sales and stuff. But then I looked it all up, and I didn't realise it was like 1 or 2 years ago or something that they did it, because they actually had a big thing you could buy fantails before they all went, and I didn't even know, or else I would have loaded up on them.
Oh, no, I remember that. You weren't listening to this show
No,
because we talked about it a lot. Kel, what I can offer is this. How long has it been since you've had a caramel sundae from McDonald's?
Oh, maybe about 18 months.
Oh, see, it's more recent. That's my absolute favourite flavour at Macca's, and I just had a hankering for one maybe 4 days ago. And it's been years, I realised, as I was at the drive-thru, I thought, God, I haven't had one of these for years. And I pulled over, really wanted to enjoy it, took a big scoop of the caramel and ice cream, and guess what it tasted exactly like?
Did it taste like a fantail?
It tasted like the fantail, Kelly. Get yourself to the
way.
drive-thru today.
Baker's Delight voucher for you, Cal.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I want to talk about hosting core.
Yeah, I'm not across this.
Okay, I cannot believe that I know something in the lexicon, in the parlance of our times, in the zeitgeist that you do not know.
I mean, you know everything.
No, correction. I used to know everything. I used to know everything. I haven't even been to Maison Batard.
I know.
And you don't think that I would have been there on opening night, shucking those oysters back and ordering the steak with the 3 different sauces? Yes, I would have.
Once upon a time.
In another lifetime.
What happened to you?
What happened?
Anyway.
What happened?
Hosting call.
Hosting call. It's actually, what happened to me and hosting core are strangely related. So hosting core is a trend for 2025.
Okay.
And weirdly, I was doing it before I knew that there was a name for it. Do you know when that happens occasionally? So have you noticed that I have been enjoying, even as far back as my 50th birthday party and previously, I love to put together beautiful events for people I love at home.
You do.
And that includes choosing the cutlery and the table runner and the serviettes and all of that, tablecloths, the flowers, everything. I love it.
The attention to detail that you put in is second to none.
Well, I've gone next level. I now have a cabinet in my that room off the kitchen that no one uses.
The photo shoot room.
The photo shoot room, the storage room, the whiteboard room where Leo alleges that he studies, all of that. So I've got this long band of cupboards, and in those cupboards is all my hosting stuff according to theme and, category.
Okay, so for example, your 50th last year.
Yes.
The theme was yellow.
The theme was yellow, but you may also remember I used a vintage Villeroy and Bock Acapulco print dinner set that I got very, very cheaply and didn't realise it was so valuable. I just liked the way it looked. But we ate off that.
Yes.
And that's sort of what kicked me off.
Right.
Since then, I've had a ladies' luncheon with little crystal cut from Kmart, but you can get away with so much. Little crystal cut vases with different sort of wild flowers that you go and get like at the end of the florist day, so they don't cost anything. What are they called? Fabric napkins. Okay. By the way, 132410. Am I talking your language here? Because it's a very special desire and gift to set a table in a theme.
So you're trying to tell me you're Australia's Martha Stewart?
Correct.
Got it.
Then Leo, I threw a Middle Eastern party for him for his 16th.
Yes, with that beautiful food you had.
Yes, oh my God, it was amazing. But the table decorations, I bought really $25 runners, carpet runners.
Doubt.
And they were the centerpiece of each table.
I love a runner. It's really elegant and sophisticated.
On a table.
Yeah.
Like amazing. And then I had fresh lemons and little pots of rosemary that I cut from my garden. Like I've gone next level. You know, a couple of weeks ago I did a Greek feast.
Yep.
And instead of just going, oh, here you go, here's the souvlakis, here's the wraps, I had blue and white. I got little blue and white enamel bowls from Kmart.
Okay.
Like I am next level.
No wonder you had to get a skip and declutter your house because you've now got to fill it with all this other shit.
No, but everything is going to be reused. Everything's
Okay.
being reused. I've reused things on several occasions. It gives me so much joy.
Hosting
I promise
core.
you. Hosting core. It also means that you've got drinks and snacks at the ready whenever anyone comes over. You are the ultimate host. And the key thing about that is you don't have to leave the house.
I was going to say.
13 24 10. Are you into hosting core? Is this your love language? Let me know.
It's also cost efficient, right?
Yes.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And if you're free on Saturday, why don't you come over? I'm doing an American themed night.
Are you actually this Saturday?
No.
Oh. You should.
Now that I think about it. No, Peg has asked for a Yankee themed kind of birthday because she loves all of that stuff.
We should.
Monterey Jack cheese, you know?
We should do it and
Yeah.
bring back, do like heaps of plastic straws
Yeah, sure.
off the back of Trump's executive order.
The great thing about hosting core, it is a trend for 2025. You know, I'm going to say I said it. I set the trend. And it's all about theme, functions for your friends. It's about being a lovely place for your friends to come over to.
It's about not having to pay for dinners at restaurants and leeching off your friends.
It's true.
I know, I'm here for
I'm
that.
happy for that.
Sign me up.
Steph, are you all about hosting core?
Hi, Chrissie and Jack. First of all, I love you guys. Like, this is my absolute love language, what we're talking about. So I am hosting core at, like, the finest. I am someone who loves having their friends and family over, creating that ambience, you know, creating that
Yes.
kind of atmosphere that you just can't get at a restaurant.
Did you know, Steph, that it had a name, that it was hosting core?
Look, I feel like I was hosting something, but no. And I kind of feel like it's now like a secret language that, like, you know, we're all in, like a club,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And how
Cool.
exciting is it? Like, we were just talking then about sort of an American themed. So now what happens, Jack, and you will understand this, Steph, because you are also a hosting caller. Now that that's been mentioned, it must happen. And it's parked in my brain. So wherever I am, online, shopping or whatever, walking past a $2 shop, if I see something that would look good
For the American theme.
for the American theme, I'll get it.
I love this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Steph, give us
Yes.
one like detail that you really put into your dinners or events. Like, give us like a, I don't know, is it a type of placemat or a candle? What do you do that's very you?
So for me, I'm known for my layering of candles. So in the centerpiece, similar to what Chrissy was saying about the table runner, I'm known for like layering different kind of candles, but not having your typical candle kind of sense. I'm known for like literally, if say I was doing an American themed dinner party, creating like selecting a candle that's specific to like an American, maybe like oak wood or something that reminds like a guest of Yellowstone Park, and like layering it in the most exquisite way. Like
Magic.
I'm not being, you know, up myself, but I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, no,
And
you can
isn't
be,
it great?
Steph.
Isn't it great when you find like clearance candlesticks for $1.99 was $30, and then you have them all in the different heights and textures.
And like honestly, IKEA, discount shops, anything that's like that, like thrifting it. but also just-
Victoria's basement. Oh my god! Am I giving away too many? Oh my god!
Chica Keyboard would be proud of you, Steph. And also, I'm going to send you a soda stream for your home and your events.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Thank you guys.
Yes,
you guys
because
are the best.
then you can make a signature drink.
Yes, Steph's cocky tea.
Cocky teas.
Let's go to Victoria, Swanee.
Hey Vic.
Hello, how are you?
Am I coming over to your place for an English afternoon tea, Mom?
Oh, you're more than welcome.
There's lots of tiered like presentation things, aren't there? Like little sandwiches and then little petit fours and then cupcakes. You've got a lot of them, haven't you, Vic?
Oh, it's absolutely great because it's like an Alice in Wonderland, like Mad Hatter vibe.
Yes.
So everyone's got their own little teacups and saucers. Like I go to the op shop and I find these really cool saucers and teacups and teapots. It's a whole heap of fun. It's really good.
It's
and we have
so
like,
fun. And then once you've finished using them on that occasion, you don't throw it away because you can use the teacups in another month as vases or, you know, as somewhere to put the rolled butter.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, but I just love them because I keep them because they're so original. And sometimes, if I'm feeling generous, they get to actually take their home, their own teacup home, which is really cool.
Yeah, I'm mad for giving people a gift as well. Yes.
Victoria's rich. A soda stream for you, Victoria.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I want to talk about disgusting habits that you have had to endure because you're going out with someone, briefly, long term, whatever. And Jack's got some other questions as well. It's a deep dive, if you will. Kathy Griffin is an American comedian. Very brash, I would say.
Yes.
Controversial. Speaks her mind.
Loves hanging out with Sia.
Loves hanging out with Sia. Allows Sia to just sit in the living room screaming her songs.
I know. Sounds awful in a living room.
So funny. But she has released this little snippet on the TikTok, and we are shook.
This is a picture of me and my then boyfriend, Jack Black. Other bros thought I was cool because I was dating him. So one night I spent the night there, and the next day I'm in the shower. I get off on the bath mat and I said, I need a shower towel. And he goes, you're standing on it. You guys, that's straight guys. He had one bath mat / towel that he used for both, and that was it. So naturally I kept sleeping with him.
Now, I mean, a few things there. She says, oh, that's straight guys. That is not straight guys. That is not any guy that I've ever met.
I'm so glad that you pinpointed that comment because that was going to be my first thing I bring up with you. I have mainly straight mates and they are clean and they're hygienic, except you, Campbell, but most of them are clean and hygienic.
What we cannot understand is what happened that made you think it was okay to not have any bath towels in the house and only one bath mat that you stand on when you're wet, and then you use that same mat
to dry yourself. There, I have so many questions. As do I, like the process and the method of it. Like, are you standing on the towel out of the shower, then then lifting it up to dry yourself? Or are you grabbing the bath mat first whilst you're in the shower, quickly drying yourself off, then laying it down in the bathroom, then stepping onto it naked, already dry? 13 24 10. If you are a dude that does this, you can be anonymous. We won't judge you. I really want to speak to you and I will give you a great prize because I just want to understand how it works.
And also, it must be, I'm imagining having that at my place. My bath mats that I stand on are quite thick and rigid.
Yeah.
So obviously Jack Black's was just one of those like you get at a Travelodge. Yeah, it must have been thin. I mean, that would be the end of the relationship. If I was having a shower at someone's house, friendship, relationship, whatever, and I said, can I use your towel? And they said, you're standing on it. I would say, I'm leaving now and you will never see me again.
Ta-ta. I'm also going to call 000 on my way out because you need help.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Comedian Kathy Griffin has dropped a bombshell. I didn't know that she was dating Jack Black.
This is a picture of me and my then boyfriend, Jack Black. Other bros thought I was cool because I was dating him. So one night I spent the night there, and the next day I'm in the shower. I get off on the bath mat and I said, I need a shower towel. And he goes, you're standing on it. You guys, that's straight guys. He had one bath mat / towel that he used for both, and that was it. So naturally I kept sleeping with him.
I'm sorry, what?
Also, don't lump all straight guys into that category.
No, absolutely not. That is absolutely true. That is not a straight guy thing. That is a no guy thing.
13 24 10 though, if you do this, because Swanee, we want to understand the process and method of it.
We've got so many questions, and I'm just feeling sick all over again because I've realised that the bath mat is obviously on the floor.
Yeah.
So regardless of how clean your floor is, there's going to be floor things on it. Hair, flecks of deodorant, do you know what I mean? And then you're wiping your clean body with something that's been on the floor.
Imagine if there's a rogue nail clipping and it scratches your bits.
Michael.
Hello.
Should I have changed your name to protect you?
No, it's all good. I'm happy with my decisions.
So you are on the phone on the Chrissie Swan Show to tell us that you have done this.
I have, yeah, when I was single.
Okay. So my first question is, what was the thickness of the chosen bath mat?
It was just a regular towel. It wasn't actually a bath mat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what would you do, Michael? Would you use that towel as a bath mat after you've dried yourself off?
Yeah, like the tap is off. What happens next, Michael?
So I get it off the floor and I dry myself and then I put it back on the floor and then I step onto it.
Michael, you're better than this, brother.
No, because let's say you do laundry, the towel is clean, you put it on the floor, it's clean, and then you shower, you're clean, so you step on the mat use the towel that's clean, you put it back on the floor that's clean, and then you're good to go for the next time.
Okay, so...
Everything's clean.
All right, I sort of see where you're coming from.
I don't.
So let's go to the next time. You've mentioned it. Where does it live after it's done that double duty? On the floor, or do you hang it?
Depends how wet it is. Generally, I would hang it up again so it's dry for the next time. But if I'm in a rush, I might just leave it there.
So the towel that you're drying your body with the next time has been on the floor with your feet on it and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. But most of the time I've hung it up after I've stepped on it and I'm completely dry, and then I'll hang it up and then get ready.
So you said that you used to do this when you were single. What was the reaction when your now wife realised that your towel/bath mat was the same thing?
Basically, your guys' reaction, shock and horror.
Good.
Were you surprised?
She still married me, so...
Good on her. Was she surprised? Were you surprised by her vehement reaction?
Not really, because when I lived with my parents, we had a towel for everything. And then when I moved in by myself, I had to choose what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to do much laundry. I found it more efficient.
There's a bit of childhood towel trauma there.
Probably, yeah.
Michael, we're going to send you a $200 voucher for DoorDash. Quickly, Kevin, do you do this?
Yeah, man, I do. Unfortunately, luckily for me, I live by myself. So when I come out the shower, I've just got a pretty nice bubble bath mat. I use that. I shake off, and then the heat lamps take care of the rest. So I have 4 beautiful heat lamps, and it pretty much dries me naturally, and I'm bald, so I don't have to worry about my hair either. And then after about 2 to 3 minutes, I pretty much just throw on the clothes and good to go.
Kevin, this is astonishing to me. Why wouldn't you just buy a towel?
No time to do washing. It's less laundry, you know? And no one's there to judge me, so it's okay if there's a bit of water left flying around, but...
Oh, $200 voucher for DoorDash. Maybe you could show the DoorDasher your heat lamps, Kevin.
Check this out. The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.